Here's a Pesach riddle for you. What on Pesach do we break into two pieces and leave one part for later? And it's not matzah. There are actually three other things on Pesach other than the matzah that we break and leave till later. The matzah we do at the beginning of the Seder, yachatz, where we take the middle matzah, break it into two halves. The smaller half we use now, the bigger half we leave for the end for the afikomen. And by the way, there's no such thing as a bigger half and a smaller half. It's a wrong terminology. Bigger piece and a smaller piece. So the small piece we use for the Haggadah, the bigger piece we leave later to eat as the afikomen. That's the matzah. But what three other things on Pesach do we break into two, have one part for the beginning and leave the other part for the end? Can you think of three other things other than the matzah? How about Hallel? Hallel, we say part of it at the beginning, small part at the beginning of the Seder, before the meal, and then the bigger part we say after the meal. In fact, the Haggadah itself, there's the reading of the Haggadah that's before the meal, and we split it, and we have the reading of the rest of the Haggadah and the songs after the meal. And Pesach itself, we have 2 days of Yontiv at the beginning, and 2 days of Yontiv at the end. So 4 things on Pesach that we split into two. The matzah at Yachatz, the Hallel, the reading of the Haggadah, and the Yontiv itself. A bit at the beginning and a bit at the end. What is the significance of it? So we know the Hasidic masters explain the Yachatz, breaking the middle matzah. The small part we leave on the table for the reading of the Haggadah. The bigger part is saved till the end. It's as the afikomen. Is explained as being the splitting of the redemption. That the Geula was split into two. There was one redemption that was back in Mitzrayim, we were redeemed from Egypt, and there's a bigger redemption left till the end of times when Mashiach will come. And so at the Seder, we break the middle matzah, we have the small piece of matzah in front of us for the duration of the Haggadah. The big piece is saved till the end, because the redemption is coming at the very end. It'll come at the end of time. And a big theme of Pesach is that we're celebrating now the redemption that we had once, because we're going to have the redemption again. And so we have the small matzah now, but the big one, the big redemption, the big geula is yet to come. All the miracles, all the wonders that happened in Mitzrayim are nothing compared to the amazing wonders that will happen when Mashiach comes. And so the small part we have now, the bigger part is yet to come. So too with Hallel. The smaller part of Hallel, we say at the beginning of the Seder, that's B'tzeis Yisrael Mitzrayim, when the Jewish people went out of Mitzrayim. That's the Hallel, the small Hallel, praising Hashem for the Yetzias Mitzrayim. But the rest of Hallel, the rest of the praises, are actually more relevant to Mashiach coming. And we're singing in anticipation, Hodel Hashem ki tov ki leilam chasdoi, praising Hashem for the wonders of Mashiach coming. We do that after we have invited Eliyahu in, and the presence of Geula is in the air. We've opened the door for Geula. Then we can sing the praises of the future redemption. And the entire end of the Haggadah is considered a prelude to praising and celebrating the future redemption. So we split the Haggadah into the Yetzias Mitzrayim part before the meal, and the Geula part, which is after the meal. And in fact, the Yontiv of Pesach itself is split into two. The first 2 days are celebrating Yetzias Mitzrayim, that was, and the last 2 days of Yontiv are an anticipation of the future. We read about the Geula in the Haftarah of Achron Shel Pesach, and we anticipate the coming of redemption with the Sudas Mashiach. So, in fact, we're told by the Chassidic masters, Reb Tzadok Kohen says that in the future, Pesach will be 2 weeks long. The first week will be a celebration for Yetzias Mitzrayim. The second week will be a celebration for the future redemption, starting on Achron Shel Pesach. Achron Shel Pesach will be the first day of the last week of Pesach, the second week of Pesach. How exciting to have 2 weeks of Pesach. Amazing, it's going to come very soon. Maybe we won't have to restrict ourselves in eating and have no chametz, because when Mashiach comes, things could be different for the second week of Pesach. Who knows, we'll find out very soon. So that's why it's called Achron Shel Pesach. It's a tefillah. We're davening that this should be the Achron, the last time that the 8th day should be Pesach, and it should be a part of the future redemption. And so Yetz Hashem, last year was Achron Shel Pesach, the last time we had an Achron of Pesach, and this year, the 8th day of Pesach, by then the Sudas Mashiach will be with Mashiach, with the ultimate Geula. The small part we've already had, the bigger part we're yet to have. And because we've seen the miracles of Mitzrayim, we know that the miracles of Geula will come. They will be here, and we'll be able to eat them, consume them. It's the children that have to bring us back that big part of matzah, the tzofun, the afikomen, because the children have to bring the Geula. They are the generation of redemption.